Now niggas.
All three of Marcus had a Crown Vic. I had the Grand Marquis.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I had the Impala around that same time
The
too.
Redskin Marquis.
So we was all talking about whips earlier. Like now that I think about it, like all of our cars.
Some hot boy shit.
Was hot.
I know.
All of them were hot.
Hot boy.
Hey, that was some.
Yeah.
You think that was a DMV thing? Like, do you think everybody was out here just like, you know what I'm saying, on the
That's a DMV
you know, because everybody else got one, and then because honestly, when I remember when I got around like the age where I was I think I got my first car at 18, but I remember when I first got it was another Crown Vic, and I wasn't even thinking about getting nothing nicer. My mind was just set on Crown Vic because that's what I was gonna get. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't even thinking of any nicer or better, higher level cars. But that's just because I saw niggas my age driving. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I was like, oh, look at that. He got tints and rims on this shit with the system. So I was like, yeah, like, I want that shit. I ain't never get all that. I still got Vic. You know what I'm saying? But but that's just how that shit was.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's why I pretty much got.
But wasn't it comfortable though?
Hell yeah. I used to stretch out like shit.
Yeah, I used to love that.
I remember that Lumina, Remy Reds. I remember that Lumina nigga.
That's some bass, man.
Beating down the block.
That thing was kicking.
On the way to the liquor store.
Touching on trendy stuff in the DMV. Do y'all think that the DMV is like always you gotta wear this type of brand just to be trendy? And has it changed from school, from when you were actually in grade school and college to now since you've grown?
I agree with that. I think definitely back in the day when we was like in high school and then coming up, everybody was like, if you ain't wearing the same, it's funny. It was like it was trendy, but everybody was wearing the same shit. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, but that's just how it was. Like Nike boot. Remember when I remember first Tim's was in. Everybody had Tim's. Then the Timbs went away. Then Nike boots came in. Nike boots went away. Then Timbs came in. And then I think Nike boots came back one more time when they had the foam pods. When the foam pods and Nike boots came out. So that's what I'm saying. So it's like everybody had them joints. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like protocol almost. And then remember the but you know what? You think a lot of that might have came from the streetwear and shit like Bonadachi and fucking
Sabiato.
You think that's maybe what created that shit though?
All days.
Yeah, all days. Like you think that maybe that's the reason why? Because DC area actually had its own exclusive.
Yeah. And when I first came there, I thought that was so dope too. Y'all had like your own clothing for real, like your own gear. And all that shit was like different. So I thought that shit was dope. That was the first time I ever seen that anywhere too.
So what do you think? Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say it was like more so like because we was kind of like surrounded by at that point in time it was like, all right, Baltimore, people from Baltimore wore what they wore. People, some cats from in Maryland wore what they wore, but like if you was from DC, it was kind of almost like
Baltimore might as well be in Delaware.
You wore that so that you can say that I'm a DC nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna wear it this way because I'm a DC nigga. And like you said, it was trendy to do the same exact thing as everybody else.
It felt like that though. It just looked like you was repping your community for real.
And I think that shit still.
I didn't really look at it like that, but that's funny that you say that. You know what I'm saying?
So I think that shit. I would say that shit still prevalent now. It might not necessarily be in the clothes and stuff that we wear, but it's and not necessarily now because we don't got the the actual we're on lockdown basically or whatever. Yeah. Before this is as far as thinking about the brunches and the day parties and maybe not now at our age but a couple years ago the brunches and the day parties literally it seemed almost robotic. It was Like literally, you knew which day parties you was going to. You knew which brunches was going to be there, and at the same time, everybody was at the same exact one. Like especially like so even going back a couple years before when we was at Love, like literally if you think about how like robotic it was for us to be at Love Thursday nights.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Like on like on
Come
Thursday
on.
nights, and like everybody was there, and it would be like the same crowds, the same music, the same everything.
Yep.
I don't know why not necessarily I don't know why it was, but I wonder why we put so much empowerment on like social events, especially like now, whereas though like they put so much empowerment on or so much emphasis on like influencers leading like a social party or what have you, as opposed to like actually going out and having a great time with your you know what I mean? If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Niggas can't think for themselves. They want somebody to tell
I
them.
think that's a big one because, like
Yep.
I said, there's so many spots in DC that you could go to. There's so many lounges. There's so many rooftops. Like and as kids, like we always went to like the one trendy spot. Like if we had that Friday night or Thursday night, we knew exactly where we was going.
Right.
You can't even enter at the close. The fucking lingo, dog. I don't know. Just out of nowhere, niggas was just started saying, "Hey, what up, Mo?"
Weird. That shit started when we was like, I don't know. First time I heard niggas say that shit was like 17, some shit like that. Like that wasn't some shit like young and like other shit. That shit been around forever. Joe been around forever.
Yeah, Joe.
I remember people saying that shit when I was a kid, and I didn't understand that was like DC slang. I just thought that's how niggas talk. You know what I'm saying?
No, but it was not
Mo,
Joe.
hey, Mo is
Yeah,
definitely
they used to say that shit when I was a kid. Like that shit been around for a minute. You know what I'm saying?
AP from out of town. What do we?
Stunting on them Bamas, young. that was the first thing. I'm stunting on them Bamas, young. That was the first thing they taught me. Even that, but now even to that, y'all did have like your own lingo. I was like, man, it was like a whole nother language for real.
Yeah,
But Slim another one that's been around for a long ass time.
You probably ain't never hear like joint before you.
No, actually, like I thought. See, that's what's so crazy. I heard Randall talk. I thought he was from New York because he was saying like young and like joint. So I was like, oh, he must be from New York or something. And then like, then he told me he's from there.
That's the funniest
I didn't
shit.
know. I didn't even know.
Yeah.
I had no idea, man. And I just came from like Jersey,
So maybe
that's why I was
DMV
like,
is trendsetters. DMV is trendsetters.
oh yeah, for a whole bunch of stuff. Like, I think y'all were probably the first. I seen like just wear designer clothes, like just wear designer, like it was nothing.
Wear that shit
I was
out.
definitely.
The funniest shit about the lingo is like even if you're on the outside of somebody having a full blown conversation and they're using like the slang and the lingo and shit, like if you don't know where the conversation started, it's either you get lost off rip or you can just be like, oh shit, I know exactly what they're talking about. Like there's one or two ways, just off rip, off of listen to somebody else talking. All right, bet.
Black and white. You get it or you ain't gonna get it. You're either gonna get it or you're not gonna get it.
Y'all ever been out of town and y'all just randomly just heard somebody talking and you just knew exactly they was from like the DC area? Like you ain't never like that shit is gonna happen. I'll just be randomly like, hold on, like look and then look the nigga up and down. He got New Balances on and some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes you don't even gotta hear him talk though. Sometimes you
just look at him.
Yeah.
Hey, so this is funny, right? So I had some friends come over from Rhode Island, and they heard us talking back and forth, and we was like, man, that Bama, blah 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 blah, that joint over there, and they thought we was like arguing, like fighting, like, trying to tell the story, and they was like, oh shit, they about to fight. We was like, what the wreck?
Hey, just real quick, I'm not trying to take it away, but just because how you said that, y'all ever notice how people from New York talk so damn aggressive? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I remember just being there and just watching like the New Yorkers, like how they talk. Like everybody talk aggressive and shit out there, like crazy.
Direct.
New York.
Yeah, even the females.
Yeah,
it's intense, man.
They'll talk to you crazy and then nothing happened.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy thing was like I remember like y'all was saying like the first when I first heard the word Mo, I was at football practice in high school, and for the longest time, and I kid you not, for the longest time I thought Mo because my last name was Morgan, right? Thought that was like something they had just made up. It was like, hey, yo, come here, Mo. And I was like, all right, cool. That's like, oh, shit. They just saying that shit just to say, oh, that's not, okay, got it. All right, cool. But yeah, that shit was crazy. The first time I heard that shit, I swear to God, that was just.
I'm late, dog. I'm late. Literally, the first time I heard that shit was on Bowie State fucking campus.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
Facts. That was
that's where I heard it.
That was me, because like especially hanging out with the Baltimore people, because at the time that's when we used to like fuck with the Baltimore people and like make fun of how they talk, and they used to be like, hey yo, Doug and shit and like that, and then like they would come like, hey Mo, and I'd be like, dog, I don't know who the fuck Mo is.
Right.
Literally,
Hey,
like all
you
of
know
a
what's
sudden,
funny though? Hey, you don't think at like Bowie State that shit happens every single year with like the kids from Baltimore? Like, every single year, like y'all niggas is weird. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like every year, like that shit happens. You know what I'm saying? Because of where the school is located. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And then as you think about it, like probably that shit's the weirdest shit for like the first.
What's stupid is that we're all in the same state. That's what's so fucking stupid. We're all in the same state, but we have different lingo, dog. It's fucking stupid.
The craziest thing is Baltimore, like 30, 35 minutes. You get on the BW Parkway, you in Baltimore.
Mm-hmm. You're right there.
30, 35, 40 minutes. Like, it ain't even that
right
far.
there. 20 minutes to DC. You're right there.
Yeah,
You're
man.
there.
What up?
One thing,
And that's how big of a difference it is. That's why it's like you got PG County that fucks with DC, and you go with Moco or maybe not even Moco, but you got Howard County and whatever that fucks with Baltimore and shit. It's like it's crazy how the fucking the state is divided up, but it's all supposed to be the DMV. It's all supposed to be a DMV. I don't know what the fuck is going on in Virginia. Them niggas must be spinning their motherfucking heads, dog. It must be as crazy it is over here in Maryland, dog. Them motherfuckers in Virginia must be spinning their goddamn heads, dog.
one thing that is unique to us though, like I think we are like the best, like and this is our word too. We the best Joners.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. We fry.
Yeah.
We fry
down.
We will fry your ass.
Yeah, hell down.
I think that's why we got so many comedians from out here too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's true.
But also, you don't think that plays a part to why everybody be dressing the same and shit? Because niggas don't want to get Joan doing.
That could be too though.
I feel like
Could
that
be too.
might be
That
part
makes
That might be part of the reason why though. Yeah.
Well, why it's so hard to get out of here?
yeah, crabs and barrel. Hey, do people still Joan? Do kids?
I'm pretty sure. Hell yeah.
Do kids? I'm talking about do kids still Joan? Like the way we grew up joning at the of joning on the school bus.
Kids take it
everywhere.
Yeah, kids gonna take it way too personal.
Jalen could Joan. I don't know who he got that from, but that nigga could Joan.
I got it. I got a young cousin too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a gift. It's a gift.
He just
Some people just got it. Yeah.
I was just hoping that didn't go away, and I was literally just hoping that it did not go away. The ability to Joan, like, because that Joan was like true. That Joan was true skill, you know.
So, so the funny thing about that is sometimes we don't know when to stop. I feel like
that's the only thing.
The whole DMV. And so it was funny because I'm gonna just say this. It was just funny shit. All right, so my friend, his wife was like, yeah, he be thinking he be complimenting me, but he be like joning on me on the slow.
Oh, yeah. I know niggas like that. Yeah.
So like it's so funny because I don't even think we know we doing it. Like we.
Yeah. I've heard that before too. I'm like, nah, I'm not talking. I'm playing with you. You good? These are folks.
Going to the heart. Yeah, dog. It just roll off the tongue, dog. We're not even going to the heart. We're not even trying to hurt your feelings or nothing. We just out here.
No motherfucking.
Don't even say nothing to me, boy. You look like a motherfucking
The sound effects and shit.
That's how it always. Like,
remember those like little computer junks that they was making?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then the first thing, it always start like this. Somebody would say something, and he'd be like, "You John?" Oh man, that shit funny, dog. And it was always like that one dude in the neighborhood or in your school that just had it. He just like you.
That's what's up.
But that's the thing, like iron sharpens iron. Like if he was giving it to you, then you learn how to get it. Then next minute you gotta learn how to get it.
Yeah, you better say something.
Yeah, this area breathes that shit.
So the funny thing is, even the best Jonah, if they ain't had like no hang time or something like that, you could always talk about their braids or something. Like some dudes I knew, their hair took a long time to grow. So if you got no damn hang time, exploit that shit.
It'd be about the delivery too. You could have the toughest jumps, but if you ain't delivering that shit good.
Yep.
Delivery is key.
Yeah.
Delivery is key.
That punchline got to hit.
It's like a comedian. You gotta have a hell of a punchline in the delivery.
Yeah, that's real.
Set up with the follow up.
Gotta start up with boy, your motherfucking ass, boy. Boy, get the fuck out of here, boy.
That is you, Jonah.
These little niggas out here will cut your ass up, dog. I'm trying to tell you. In the DMV, dog, these niggas will cut your ass up. I don't know about you else. DMV will cut your ass up.
Yeah, be battling for a minute or two.
You can take a DC nigga that we can be like in Baltimore or you know what I'm saying? That's a lot of we get into a lot of trouble like when we go other places just for the simple fact that a lot of cats like they take like we can dish it, but a lot of cats can't really return.
Yeah, exactly.
By that shit, and they be like this.
I'm not used to it. Yeah,
he ain't got nothing else to say. Everybody laughing. And shit.
Yeah,
they just feel like, oh my god, this. So
that's
now
one of the worst feelings.
DC niggas
cut your ass up. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Even the worst of the Jonas will cut your ass up, dog. Going out of the city, dog. Going out of the state.
I got on the train from Lago to Union Station. Yeah, Union Station. And the whole damn it was like good 30-35 minutes, man. The whole time there's like 5 groups of kids. Like they was going back and forth like the whole time. And it got so bad that one of the dudes went to the other side of the train because he was like, he felt so bad. Like, it was bad.
Yeah, man. That's what I mean. You
better
have
somebody ain't got nothing to do with it. You be like, hold on, you laughing?
Yeah, you laughing too hard.
Niggas get caught in the crossfire for laughing.
Right.
For real.
What you ain't laughing with the motherfucking Timbuktus on your feet.
Oh man.
Oxford ass.
Nobody.
Or you can just be guilty by association. Your man could be getting fried, and then you standing right there, then boom.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You did.
He said boom, and then it was on. That sounds like a whole other story. Boom. And then it was
Yep.
It will cut your ass up, and it didn't mean that. It is
Heartless, man. They heartless.
Oh my God, it's heartless. It's heartless out here. It's heartless.
But
It's heartless.
They all wore the same shit. But then, like a nigga would call another nigga in Alabama, and he pretty much got on the same shit. That
He's not wearing it right. He's not putting it together right.
But that's honestly, that's why I'm so glad I grew up out here, dog. You gotta you appreciate it's you learn to be able to deal with shit. You know what I'm saying? Because nigga will cut your ass up out this joint. You don't even got to get in a fight, dog. You don't even have to get your ass beat out this joint, dog. Nigga will cut your ass up with words on this joint. I'm trying to tell you, dog. I'm so glad I grew up out this joint, dog. It made me who I am. It made me who y'all niggas are. It made y'all niggas who y'all are, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Iron sharpens iron.
Exactly.
Shit.
I'm so grateful to have grown up out this joint, dog. So grateful, dog. So grateful. They will cut your motherfucker. I'm telling y'all, don't raise no children out here. Don't raise no children out here.
Right.
They will cut their ass up.
That was raw.
They go to school just to survive.
Oh.